Hello, my doves, and welcome to my temple. My name is Jacqueline Seven Star, and if you've come across this video, then this video was meant for you. I have specifically charged this reading that it will find the people that it is meant to find. And for those of you who don't know me, I am a tarot reader, a professional one, for over 16 years, and I've been communicating with Spirit for over 20. And it is my absolute pleasure and honor to communicate with Spirit on the behalf of this collective. You guys are very near and dear to my heart because this is also the collective that I am a part of, so I never feel alone. And today is all about heart expansion. And you're going to have to forgive me this evening because I'm a little love drunk. Like, I am high on that universal love vibration, and I don't know how this is going to go, but I really wanted to make sure that you guys got your messages today because it's a really good one. If this is the good news, kind of letting you know a little bit more about the journey and what brought you here and what you can expect moving forward, and the type of energy you're now embodying, which is incredible. So to kind of like recap, like what these messages mainly are about is like completion, wholeness, sovereignty, the solar child, and what that looks like on a daily basis. And it's like going from seeking transformation to embodying transformation. So this is just an incredible time because you have walked through the threshold and you are experiencing your new life and you're taking those first steps, and the field is starting to respond, which is really exciting. So that's kind of what you can expect from this reading. And if you're like me, you may be experiencing this love and grace energy in your life. Like, it's just, you can take really deep breaths and really tune into your body and really settle into your day, and it's a really beautiful place of trust and surrender and really strong boundaries. I'm so proud of us all. So the first thing that kind of came to me was the number 6 and the number 21. And number 6, again, is the heart. In Kabbalah, it's Tiferet. It corresponds to the lovers in tarot. It also corresponds to the 6 of Cups, which is what I drew today. And what I really love about the message of the heart and the 6 of Cups, it's not just about, this emotional, loving energy, and it's actually childlike energy. But the wisdom of the 6 of Cups is taking things from our past memories and taking the good memories, and the wisdom into your future. It's like leaving all of the painful stuff behind, because I know that this collective has been through so much. Like, you're coming out of a dissolution phase where you are just transforming and growing, and you're still growing. But you're growing in love, which is a totally different vibration for you. It's like a total reversal, and it's all because of your really hard work. And so what I'm seeing is like almost like a trip to the past just to explore the things you used to love. It's like it's the experiences that you've had have made you contracted in the past, which is kind of what the fires of transformation and this recent portal did for you, was burn all the things down that were false, that didn't belong, anybody in your life that didn't belong, and then shown you how you were contracting and protecting yourself and controlling. And now I am thrilled to say you've learned how to keep your heart open now and be vulnerable and let love back into your life and have this childlike quality of trust again. It's like you're deciding to trust your experiences and not letting the ruins of the past ruin your future, and infusing it with happy memories and happy expectations, which I know exactly how hard that is to remain pure and be in that solar child place after what you've been through. So this is why we mentioned in the previous video, like this is a time to celebrate, because what you're celebrating is how you never hardened your heart. You never gave up, and you're not gonna give up, because you know you deserve the life that you want to lead. You deserve a life filled with love. And so that's where that number 6 is coming in, is that heart energy, but not just heart energy, but that 6 of cups, that energy from the past. And the 21, bringing that number back in, is the world card in tarot, which is something I also drew. And the world card is all about completion. And what a lot of people don't talk about is that the world also represents being whole within. It's like internal family systems. You understand that you are the answer, you are the guide, that you only need to tune into yourself, and that you have this beautiful connection at all times. You are limitless. And so it's a very safe, a very secure place to be. And wholeness is also recognizing your nobility. And see, and my dog Dudley, he agrees. Recognizing your nobility, and that now when you make decisions and choices, it comes from this wholeness now. It comes from this sovereignty that you have, and it's a power that cannot be taken away from you. And Spirit asked me to write a couple of things down for you to remember about what wholeness looks like for you, what you fought so hard for. And it's your original self. It was the person you were always meant to be before the world got a hold of you. Maybe a bad crowd or people around you wouldn't allow you to be who you wanted to be. And the virus of our society that tries to distinguish the fire within, to diminish you so that you're distracted and you're not your unique individual self. So you're living now as your original self, completely authentically. And your power, the power that you have, is that only you know the truth about yourself, and only you get to decide about how you feel about yourself and who you're supposed to be. That is power that cannot be taken away from you. And the amount of internal inventory and experiences that you have to go through in order to hold that unshakably is a lot. So I'm very proud of you. And so stay in that power. And then you understand that there's never a reason to distort who you are anymore or compromise for anybody, because you are your divine self. If you were to diminish or contort yourself, you're literally diminishing the divinity. Like, so no, you're not going to do that anymore. And when you honor the true self, I already said this. I got ahead of myself. But you honor that great creative intelligence within you. And so it is just like the biggest tragedy in the world to contort yourself or diminish yourself or not be yourself, because there is only one of you, and your expression is so needed in this world. And you also recognize, congratulations, that you understand that projections are not about you. And I know how hard that one is too. But not everyone, you're not everyone's cup of tea, and you know that not everyone's going to like you. And that, again, it's come back to this oneness. If someone's, having a reaction against you, not to make it about yourself, and you understand it's a mirror or a projection. And you understand that to live your purpose, you have to be who you are. And that is a beautiful thing. Like, I think we don't talk enough about, sometimes we think of purpose in terms of career, but purpose can be succinctly being who you are. Every moment of every day, and every choice, and in every interaction. And it takes training and practice. And sometimes we're not perfect, but we're never our challenges. We are our response. Exactly. And remember, the present moment is a doorway to all moments. So sometimes, even if we're not fully embodying, sometimes we're human. and that's okay. And I know you understand this. And then the last thing I wrote down, they wanted me to tell you about what you're embodying now, is that you understand that you get to choose who and what is in your life. That is your other power, is understanding that you choose. You get to choose who surrounds you, where you live, what you do for a living. Like, you understand it's limitless, and you decide to create your reality, and you have the courage to see it through unapologetically. And I want to thank people if you're listening. And when I was saying on a previous video, take no prisoners, that's what I meant. This energy is like, it's strong, but it's quiet, but there is a little bit of like steel, like there's a sharp blade here because you've been honed to hold your center and hold that wholeness, which is the number 21, which is also the number 3. And this is something that came up so much in this reading. So if you've been seeing a lot of 3s, this is kind of like your collective trying to get your attention about what it means to embody the 3rd energy. So we know 21 is the world in the tarot, right? Have you ever wondered why 777 is considered like lucky or great fortune? Well, if you've taken the hero's journey and you've walked the labyrinth of the personal return to where you have finally recognized your power, you're liberated in your mind, and you're in divine union, that is the number 21, which is 3. And it's also embodying duality. So 1 and 2 make 3, meaning you merge light and dark, feminine and masculine. And from that merging is you making choices in that 3rd energy, which is your like highest expression, like father. Like, you can think of it as like mother, daughter, and the Holy Spirit. They talk about that a lot, but or like mother and father and daughter. It's just all it is like duality of our world. Like, and a lot of Hermeticists and Kabbalists, they represent that with white, black, and red. And then that's also the alchemical stage. Like, white is purity, black is the Negrito stage, and when it comes together, you get to the Rubido stage, which is mastery. So the reason why in tarot it's 777, which is like it's the full turn of spirals and the 7 triads. I'm sorry, it's taken me to get through all of that. But it means good fortune. It's simply because you are in harmonic accord now. You have walked that journey, and you are a free person, noble person in your power, working in harmony with divine and with your most authentic self, which is your heart and your original self. It sounds so simple, but this life in this meat suit is so hard. We have to go through so many different initiations and varied experiences, like through the whole tarot journey, in order to see that within us. So if you've ever been curious why 777 is like good fortune, it's like you are in your full manifestation power. And so this is what I'm telling you right now. 777, 3, you are in your full manifestation power, which is fantastic. And if you're like, what does that mean? I already went over it. I went over what it means to be in power. And I think what I didn't say is also belief, is like, you know your power, you believe it, and so you act from a place of harmony and peace and surrender and trust. And that is when that informational field is just firing on all cylinders, and like your reality will start to reflect the harmony within. So that's 777. That's the 3rd energy, which is in divine union and what you create together. So that's the other part of a lot about what this energy I was feeling and what they wanted me to convey is that heart energy. Oh, guys, I told you this would happen. I am like, I'm so love drunk. Like, it's hard for me to concentrate. So I don't know, I don't quite remember where I was going with that, but yeah, I think maybe like heart. Yeah, like heart expansion. Yeah, it's making decisions from the heart. And it was creative expression. It took me a minute, guys, but I got there. So that was, I should have looked at the cards that I got to kind of give me an idea of, okay, so right now we have this nobility, the hero's journey, the 21, the 6, bringing our past into it, bringing the best from our past and moving forward. And then now we have speak up and passion. So this is a call for you to express yourself however you can, however you feel, because you are literally expressing the divine, and people need to feel your energy. They need to feel this harmony or this harmonic accord, because there aren't many people out there with this energy. People have to know that it's possible. It's possible to live a life of love and honoring our deepest desires. And so this is what they wanted me to say, is that as you're moving into this next week and the week after, like, how can you honor your desires and go for it? And it can surprise you. Sometimes it's like, I'm just going to take an entire day off and I'm going to do nothing. And I'm just, there's no agenda. I'm on vacation. That is a deep desire. It can be exploring your love life, inviting in new romance. And I did write that down because I have to be honest with you. I drew the stork card, which did mention new love. And then also, I don't think you can see it, but it says, happy days lie ahead. So this is what's so exciting, is like, what I'm seeing is like your outer field is going to just blossom, and it's going to be a rich harvest on all levels. Like, I'm excited for everybody because I feel the field starting to respond to your new harmony and your energy. And it's like a encouragement for you to keep exploring your desires and your original self and expressing from that place and having fun with it and playing with it and having that creativity. And I know right now Jupiter is in Cancer, like our Jupiter transit is in Cancer, and that's good fortune in play and creativity and home and security. So I'm feeling things like new home, new love, new career, new identity, a new way of you expressing yourself. So it's all really exciting. And the importance is to keep going. And this was kind of like the last thing that I got, was that you are growing and it's consistent. I think I have to, like, my guardians are telling me for this collective that you don't have to be in a rush. Like, you maybe get excited when things are starting to like respond from the field, but you don't need to get ahead of yourself. Just consistently show up every day, follow those desires, follow your instincts, and do consistent things like repetitive craft. So I think that's a little bit what I've been getting a lot about, like, yay, we have the 6 and the 21, the heart, the 777. We're on this hero's journey, but now it's time for this heart expansion, because you're no longer contracted and now your life is starting to open up. And you don't have to get ahead of yourself, because as your internal self, from a sovereign place, a place of mastery, you know you have all the time in the world. So that's kind of like the last thing that I'm going to say. I apologize, guys. I hope I got through this video okay. But I'm telling you, I'm feeling this beautiful love vibration, and it must be part of what you're experiencing as well. So we're just going to go with it. And as always, it is such a pleasure to do these readings for you guys. And don't forget that you can book one-on-one readings with me. I did open up my books, and so there's plenty of availability if you're interested. And I do have a class on Tuesday next week about the Oracle Secret, and you can click the link below if you're curious, if you feel called to work for, oh my God, guys, get off the video, Jacqueline. That's all I'm going to say. Again, it's a pleasure, and the flame in me walks beside the flame in you. and may you rise in joyful fire.